welcome back to NieR Automata.
All right, so back to Promised Neverland stories.
Yay!
Um,
And how much you are angered by something?
I'm irritated by the way Lewis is basically just given a whole I changed sides, and it's not very clear what the reasoning is.
Yeah.
I'm willing to buy it. There's not a good enough reason for me there. But yeah, no, the Norman, we were talking about him. He does not stop the fight. He brings in that clan. They slaughter the hierarchy, the basically the hierarchy other than the queen, like all of the noble demons.
Uh-huh.
And then the queen just slaughters all of them like it's nothing. Like the queen is on a completely different level.
Including Norman?
No.
Oh.
Just that demon clan that Norman had like brought in as part of an agreement.
Oh, okay, them.
Yeah, which had also been planning to just eat Norman and all of the other children as soon as they took out the queen. So we have them.
So Mujika is now a benevolent ruler.
Not quite yet. Because he was still planning to kill Mujika.
Oh.
As far as he was concerned, she was still a threat to his plan. Because the idea is like, well, even though they don't need to eat humans anymore, that doesn't mean they won't want to.
Yeah.
Like, you think they're just going to give up their food source? Like their favorite food just because they don't need to eat it anymore?
And then they will devolve.
They won't have to anymore if they have Mujika's blood.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, his whole plan involves slaughtering the queen and all that. Queen didn't work out. They bring in Zazzy, the guy that has like the paper bag for mask on his head. He actually nearly takes out the queen. There gets to be a point where they believe they do, and then we find out that the queen is the queen for a reason. Not just because she's the strongest.
Hypothesis.
And the reason is that she has a very rare backup plan. Biological backup plan, let's say.
Okay.
Like a bloodline trait ability of like, if I die, I just come back. And by that I mean she has a second core, which like no other demon has.
Oh.
Like even among the royal family, from what they said, it's like it's a very rare thing to have.
Huh.
So she comes back, starts absorbing all of the dead corpses of the previous demons and people around them. We also learned that apparently when demons eat anything really, memories and stuff are transferred over as well. So the queen eats too much and starts losing her shit because she can't figure out who she is because of all the memories that are just flooding into her. Hell, if you remember, we even see Connie come back. The bunny girl from like the first episode of season 1.
That got killed.
Yeah, apparently the queen must have eaten her because she comes back there, including some other people that were shipped off in like the first season. So they were shipped to the queen to eat.
Wow.
We also find out that some of the people that Norman's been recruiting, like he's been attacking and recruiting kids from all over, from other farms. So one of the other things we get is that apparently one of the people that he gets is a girl named Aishe, like Ayshe. She was apparently a child that was going to be shipped off as like a defect because it looked like part of her face was like piebald. So, you know, like most of her skin is dark, but there's one spot that's like whiter.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, that's fucked up. We can't have that. That's not a good food. Like, when you have an apple that's got a weird mutation on it. It's got like a little lump, but it's still an apple.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of like my elbow.
Yeah. I honestly didn't know you had one of those.
No. I have this like dark spot on my elbow that's like a little bit like 2 or 3 skin shades darker on my elbow. That's like a little bit darker than the rest of my skin tone.
It's not just birthmark or anything?
No. It's part supposedly part of my neurofibromatosis.
Huh. All right.
I call it Australia. Since it looks just a little bit, like from a certain angle, a little bit like Australia.
Jeez. Anyway, apparently she was actually taken by a demon who had, like, degenerated a bit, like, on the same side of his face.
Oh.
And even eating, like, no matter what he ate, he couldn't fix it. So he's like, I kind of feel a connection. So he steals her from being essentially killed off, really, as a defect, and raises her as his daughter. So when Norman comes busting in the door with his buddies and kills the father there, she's very upset, needless to say. She wants to kill Norman.
Oh.
We find out that she's kind of just, like, holding off because she's in a bad situation. Because she's, like, stuck with all these people that are around Norman.
Mm-hmm.
Emil, where did you go? I saw you. I heard you. There you are.
I am now slightly more pissed that all of this plot got skipped over.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the more I hear about, like, the depth of it.
Alright, I think you might still be in the way. What was the other thing? So yeah, Aishi's there. She's really cool. She has a bunch of, like, wolves on her side, and she's really good at tracking.
Huh.
Okay.
Wolves, you say?
Yeah, it's wolves. Like a set of 3 wolves.
Huh.
Alright, let me cover you. Now what else was I gonna bring up? So she's definitely an interesting one in that case. Can I just, like, not? Can we not run out of time? There we go. Alright, Emil, can you talk now?
Boy,
There we go.
the world's really going to hell in a handbasket, isn't it? I actually had a bandit break into my place a little while ago.
Oh no!
After that, I put all my valuables in a secure container. Now I don't have to worry anymore.
Thanks for telling me, Emil. Now, there's also... Okay, so we were at one point talking about, like, the dragon, right? And, like, the god. You were curious about that.
A little bit.
So, I had mentioned what the promise that Emma wanted to make was. Let all the cattle children escape, and then close off all the portals to the demon world.
Uh-huh.
So that no one could cross. So, here's the thing with the promise. You have to give the god a reward, and it's a reward of his choosing.
Oh.
And when the rest of the kids are like, "Oh, Emma, what was the reward that he wanted? Because you can't refuse him if you want the promise to go through." And she goes, "Well, he said the last 1,000 years of being killed and eaten, that was the price. He won't charge us anything." How true do you think that? Well, actually, his first lines were, "Your family is the thing that's the most important to you. I want your family, but the promise means they have to go to the human world, so I can't have your family." And then, according to Emma, his next words were like, So there's also the last 1,000 years of torture and eating and abuse that your family has gone through. Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be good. And I'm just sitting there like, there's no way. There's no way that's actually what the promise was.
Memory wipe.
We do see that Emma agrees to it, whatever it is.
So she'll forget everybody. Oh no.
Oh, it's not. I'm glad that you nailed it. That is part of it, but that's not all of it.
Oh. Yeah?
The price Emma ends up paying is that she's not only is she's allowed to go to the human world. It's not like she's being locked away from them or anything.
She's part demon now.
Nope.
Uh,
That's not it either.
she can't interact with them?
She does not go to the same place as them. She goes to a different place.
So instead of New York, she goes to, like, California.
Not even.
Is
Where
this still in the human world?
It's in the human world, which we also learned had a 10-year world war. Oh, there it is, right in front.
Shit. Huh.
And that the world that they come into when they get there is recovering.
Oh. So it's not as happy, welcome to New York, do you want a hot dog?
I mean, they get greeted by the Rattree clan, I guess you could say. The
Okay.
one that's living on the human side. And they're like,
Okay.
look, we already know what the fuck's going on. We'll help you, all right? It's going to be weird. We're trying to collect all you kids. Because you see, like, a news report at one point about, like, a bunch of these weird kids that are showing up with tattoos on different parts of their bodies.
Uh-huh.
So, under them, they're, like, taking them and trying to, like, work things out with them. Because, like, their whole situation is fucked at this point anyway.
Oh.
Also, let's see here. Oh? It's not here.
What?
All weapons.
Was it a fist weapon?
It should be. I just picked it up.
Huh.
Unless it just didn't register yet. Oh. Unless, you know what? Maybe it's not yet.
It's not registered?
No, I think it's a different item, and I thought it was down here. I may have to look again.
Oh.
Because I think what we picked up was something
Was-
else.
Was just the standard machine? No. Emil had.
We're Yoko Taro now.
Is there a roll on the floor button?
Sadly, no.
Oh, so my follow-up
So
question was
you
going
were
to
the
be...
bandit all along? You may be a cherished companion of mine, but you still must be punished.
Oh.
Emil! We're buddies, right?
He has Emil-shaped weapons?
Yep. He has Emil bullets.
Oh. Is this part of ending Y, or...
It is.
Oh.
Come on. Come on, hack. Thank you. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. Gotta focus.
Focus, focus, focus. You can do this.
Focus, focus.
You're what, like level 99 yourself?
Oh yeah. Okay, alright, 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 alright. Not cool.
And you have 25.
Oh shit!
He has lasers!
I lost.
You have
I guess power's the only thing that counts in this world anymore, huh? Well, go ahead and use this room for whatever you like. I don't mind.
Oh.
There's the weapon.
Oh. So
All right,
when
so it was
you-
in a different order of what I thought I got.
Okay, okay. So when you crank that up to level 4, that will unlock the super secret special ending, right?
Yep. That'll get us to ending Y.
Okay.
So yeah, the other part of the reward was that not only does Emma lose her memories completely and will never regain them, she also gets transported to one of, like, the areas that is literally isolated from everything in the same world. An area where there is, like, only one person living, and is one of, like, the fallout zones from the war.
Oh. So, like, guaranteed she won't meet up, or supposedly guaranteed she won't meet up with any other humans.
As guaranteed as you can get,
Oh.
while still fulfilling the same promise.
Huh. Your helmets are backwards. Oh wait, no, never mind. That like your gloves are. Yeah, your gloves are just on your back of your hands. I thought they would be more like glove.
Well, they're floating
style.
there like the other weapons, right? Like the
Oh.
sword. They're floating on my back.
Okay. Since it was a while since we played this, I kind of forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the last we see is, like, the kids all being like, "Emma's gone. We gotta find her." What was the actual promise then? Did she lie to us? Yes, she did. She absolutely lied to all of you. So they go looking around. They do find her, but it takes 2 years.
Oh. Huh.
Let's see here. Roll chamber. So it takes 2 years to find her. She still can't remember any of them, even when seeing them face to face. She still has Muchika's pendant, but that doesn't really do much for her other than, like, she says she feels like a warmth from it, but she doesn't know why.
Okay.
And she has a hazy memory that she dreams about, but can never remember it once she wakes up. But again, always has a warm feeling afterwards. And the old Santa Claus-looking motherfucker that finds her is like, "You still haven't recovered your memory, huh?" Nope. I didn't remember anything. Now, I had to look a second time for this. There is apparently a special chapter that comes up after Ray and the others find her.
Okay.
And it kind of shows, like, oh, hey, we're going to go have fun because we all made a list when we were planning to, like, leave what we wanted to do when we got to the human world. We all wrote down a thing. All of them had, like, you just see them going through those things, and Emma's like, I don't even know what mine was. And they read hers, and it was to go see a giraffe. And in fact, while there, she's like, I want to ride the giraffe. And it's like, that's literally what the previous you, with all of your memories, wrote down, was that you wanted to ride a giraffe.
Huh.
Next. Also, I like how one of our skills on this weapon is insanity.
I just realized that.
Oh, cool, I can kill him. I don't need him anymore. I forgot about that.
Oh! But will he stay dead between the chapters?
Oh, he won't. He'll come back.
Yeah.
No.
You die, robot.
I'm not even gonna kill you. It ain't worth it. Wrong direction.
Huh.
Stand strong. You'll pay for these invaders. Don't let them take anything else from us.
So yeah.
Kingdom.
The other one, I'm trying to think what else I was gonna say now. It's a really interesting one because we go from Goldie Pond to the base being destroyed, and instead of it, like, we actually have a person in charge on that one, right? Like, not a just a random group of soldiers that comes in. I think his name was, I want to say it was Dimitri or something. And the two, like, older kids that escaped like 13 years ago sacrificed themselves to let the rest of them escape. Like, literally, this was one of the other things, actually, that bothered me, now that I'm thinking about it. So, there was a point in this where they threatened... Actually, let me do a quick hard save on this.
That would be for the best.
One of the things they mentioned to get Hugo, the first older kid that they found that was waiting for them in the base, to work with them, was that, oh, we're going to hit the self-destruct switch on the base if, you fuck with us too much.
Self-destruct switch?
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah, well, hey, there was a remote control self-destruct option. All right. And they're using it as a way to make him work with them.
I always find the things that, like, the base has a self-destruct button to be borderline funny because the hero always manages to find it.
Well, here's my annoyance, right? So the way that Hugo and Lucas, the two older kids, do this is literally by, like, causing a gas explosion, and I'm like, there's a remote self-destruct switch you could have used without sacrificing yourselves, you morons.
Yeah.
It was literally introduced as a main thing to make Hugo do shit, and you didn't bring it back here?
Yeah.
It feels like that's a big thing you should have remembered.
So, yeah. It's going to be about time for us to wrap this up for the day.
Yeah, I'm thinking,
Next time on NieR Automata will be arena time.
we'll be doing arenas, which should go fairly quickly considering we're level 99.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then just endings, and that should be it.
Yeah, and I think I said that you would fight. Oh, who did I say? Like, I may be misremembering this, but like, Yoko Taro, Square Enix, and somebody else.
Platinum.
I was going to. Oh, Platinum.
I don't
Thank
know
you.
if
That-
Yoko Taro's actually put himself in here or not.
Oh, so you are kind of confirming my suspicion that, like, that one of the final bosses of the arena will be the head of Square Enix and the head of Platinum Games.
Yeah, I'll confirm that, sure.
Oh,
You'll
because...
see how ridiculous it looks, but sure.
But just the line of NieR Automata t-shirt, fuck Square Enix, just that line made me go, it would totally be Yoko Taro to make you fight the head of Square Enix.
It's your DLC.
And wasn't there something like that in Final Fantasy, I want to say 15?
I
Like
don't know.
I think in either 13 or 15, you also fight the head of Square Enix in an optional boss fight.
Don't know.
But all that and more when we continue with NieR Automata.
Alright.
You're not going to say in the outro?
Outro.